Here we are at the start. Yesterday, spent all day pulling everything out, removed any loose brickwork and identified the weak and the damaged components. And the entire roof needs ripping off, starting from scratch. All these beams need replacing, these are all gone. They're all rotting. I'm going to throw in all new electronics. And there's no main switchboard, there's no RCDs, there's no protection, so that's all going to have to change. Centre building, it's going to become a workshop. And first thing, let's get up there and have a look. Tiles are good for the most part. Many of them could be repaired and we may need to replace this beam. It's the main beam that goes across the top. I'm going to try and replace this. It's like some sort of concrete form. Now getting into it, you can see how they've made these old ridges. They've just used bits of old brick and any old cack, piled it up and then just formed concrete over the top of it. Get it! All of these are banjaxed. A few hours down, majority of roof's off. In order to get down there, I ain't got a proper ladder stay, so I knock one up. Today's day number 2. Didn't do out yesterday, went out to get supplies and bits and pieces. So, got a fair bit off, and oops, once the brickwork was no longer under load from the beams, it kind of dropped a bit, so this is all going to need rebuilding. Top 2 layer of bricks all come off all the way around. All the rubble's cleared out of in here now. You can see more from this side. So, all roof is off. Oh fuck, roof's off. All loose brickwork's been knocked out. Just going to tidy up all the edges now. We're doing alright, we're doing alright. Well, yeah, halfway. So, this corner had loads of little plants and stuff growing in, and the plants had absolutely destroyed the bricks. The entire corner's had to come down, so I'm going to have to rebuild all that. Start with a rebuild on. So, beer time. The thing with this is it takes a lot less water than you'd reckon. Got a concrete lintel here, but on this side, treated pine one. There were a load of old stone from back when the house was remodelled. Good few hours, hammer, chisel, sat on the dirt and cleaned up all across this top section. I've actually finished it all off with stone. All been redone with stone across the top. Now then, I had to replace all the beams. It was rotten out and it had completely gone. It was a lot worse than I thought once I got everything down. So, new beams. Got that one, goes all the way across. You can see I've put some piping in. Let me get a bit closer. So I've got 3 pipes stacked, one on top of the other, that are all mortared in. So they run all the way across, and that's a channel for me to be able to feed coolant pipes or electric or whatever I need. Beam going all the way across, well, it's actually 2 beams, but it's going across at the same point. We've got one that stops just off of there, so it'll continue across here, and it will go into this wall. This area. I need bigger ladders. So I've got rid of the egg stall that were there. Now I can continue that beam all the way down to this one. Right, second one's laid in, it's not mortared yet. I had to chisel out a little more brick. I've pulled the beam out of the road, but to make sure that I'm going to get a good adhesion with the fresh mortar, just going to give everything a rinse, get rid of any loose bits, push all the crud away. Right, so we've got the rafters up, they're all sized up. So in this section there's 4, although I do have enough to put more in. There's temptation to put a 5th one in. Well, today is tomorrow, and as you can see it has been whittling it down. So it's throwing a bit of a spanner in the works. Yesterday I managed to get all the brickwork topped off to give me my internal bits at least, sorted that out. But unfortunately it's a bit wet to be doing much else. Also, I realised I'd made a bit of a mistake here. I've got 4, that's not enough, I could do with a 5th. So I'm going to take these 2 centre ones down, shift them out a bit and put another one in the middle. Because although these are bigger than the ones that came out, and certainly stronger because they're not rotten, it's they need a bit more than what I've put in. I was worried a little bit that it might have been washed away on some of the fresher bits, but now everything seems quite happy. Pulled out the 4 beams that I put on, rearranged them, remeasured them, and put a 5th one in. Much better, I think. I'm much happy with that. Main beams up, rafters on, and I've already sized out all the stone that's going to be used to fill in the spaces in between the rafters on this bottom edge. So you can see what it'll look like once they're all concreted in. This is the sheeting that's getting put down. Then that's going to get stapled across the beams. So I'll do the bottom layer first, then the top layer. Then it's putting down these, which are the tile laths, or tile purlins. I've got a little bit of brickwork there on the corner to tart about. And we'll put some form of window in. Still got door frames and everything to rip out at some point.